Welcome back to Championship Court. Men's singles semifinal action. The 2-seed Grayson Goldin squaring off against the 3-seed Jack Foster. This is a matchup that we saw multiple times during the 2024 season. They always have played competitive matches. Chad, what should we expect from a matchup of two of the most consistent players on tour?
Well, the last time we kind of saw this matchup, it came down to the big serve and big return, as it's kind of
common theme. New Year, same theme.
It's a common theme when you have Jack Foster or Grayson Goldin on the court. When you have them both together, then yeah, it can get a little messy at times. But we heard Goldin early on, or the first match on the broadcast today. He really focused on his time off on working on those returns. Foster has been doing the same. Foster had meniscus surgery in December, so he's kind of still coming back from that recovery. Seemed to be moving pretty well throughout today, though, so it'll be interesting to see. He's sat down for just a little bit, see if that knee happened to stiffen up at all. But I think, again, it's going to come down to the big serve, the big return, and who can get forward and really can control that kitchen line.
For both Goldin and Foster, they were tested by opponents with big serves in their quarterfinal matchups. Goldin got past Will Howells in 3 games, and Foster took down Patrick Kafka, who also has a huge serve on the men's side. That matchup went to 3 games as well, with Foster taking the last 2, 9 and 9. Something else that Jack Foster has been continually working on is the backhand. That has been an evolution of his game. When he first started playing pickleball, didn't really have the backhand, but he's slowly worked that in more.
It's getting there. He's still trying to find the confidence of consistently going with the backhand in match play and not running around for that forehand.
Would you expect Goldin to really try and test that backhand of Foster?
I mean, that's kind of the strategy and the game plan. Anytime you go in against Foster, is you have to try and find that backhand. However, he moves so well and can get around that backhand and really execute the inside-out forehand.
Our first of 2 men's singles semifinals, the 2 and 3 seed. Playing for the right to move on to Championship Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Big put away from Goldin to start the match. You cannot pop up a ball to Grayson Goldin.
Didn't get up as high as he did in the quarterfinal, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere near a Grayson Goldin overhead.
Still trying to come for you. Is that just a bit wide? 1-all.
Just wide.
Goldin got the better of Foster the majority of the time in 2024, but where could Foster potentially trip up Goldin in this matchup?
Well, I think... fishing off of this point. I think it's going to be right there what Foster did. I was curious as to how this court was going to play, but it seems like the more difficult side is what Goldin is on right now. And
nice
with the big serve of Foster and putting some pressure on Goldin, I think he has a decent opportunity here to take game 1. But if Foster can get up and control the kitchen line, it does make it a lot more difficult for Goldin.
Goldin ripped another forehand. 2-point lead. Goldin was on the same side of the court that he is currently to start his quarterfinal matchup. Dropped that first game against Will Howells before taking the last 2. And just an unforced error there from Goldin.
Well, and Foster doesn't put a whole lot of pressure on with the return. It's more about the depth. It kind of almost gives you a dead return. That's too good there from Goldin. taking that backhand nice and early. Foster gives you a dead return, and you have to try and generate your own power rather than kind of using that stronger return to help with the power. Right
Goldin has power in spades, but Foster able to paint the line for the point. That was a lot of P's in that sentence.
Don't get tripped up by tongue twisters.
I only had to say it once. Well constructed there from Goldin, earns the point. It's a 2-point lead.
Yeah, good reach in there from Goldin.
Where do you think Goldin's pickleball IQ has grown over the course of the last year?
Ooh.
Oh.
I actually think with Goldin that the development of his doubles game and the touch and the control has helped in his singles game as well, because it's kind of allowed him to do a little bit better job at the cat and mouse, but it's also given him he's not playing at 100 miles an hour all the time. He's not going for the just grip it and rip it style of play.
A reminder to check out pickleballsuperstore.com via the QR code on the screen to get your instant discount. Timeout on court as Foster is trailing by 3, 7-4 here in game number 1. Wind starting to pick up here on championship court as well.
Yeah, and it's kind of swirling a little bit. We haven't seen a consistent direction from the wind right now. Early on, it seemed that the side that Goldin is on right now was hitting into the wind, but if we look out at the flags, it kind of looks like it's going across the court now.
There was an early cloud cover with a smattering of sprinkles, but those clouds have moved out. Blue skies, sunshine here in Fort Lauderdale for this inaugural men's and women's singles day at the Fort here at the Humana APP Fort Lauderdale Open. Smart move from Goldin to double up back behind Foster.
Yeah, it's a good ball there from Goldin. Foster not able to stretch and really do anything with it. Tries to create an angle. It's extremely difficult to do.
Power of Goldin once again paying dividends. 5-point advantage for the 2 seed.
Yeah, and this is the difficulty that Foster has had against Goldin, because Goldin has such a big serve and Foster doesn't really have that powerful return.
Oh, just unkind there from Foster, rather.
Goldin's able to just really apply that pressure. Heavy topspin on that forehand with a lot of power.
Just wide, snaps a 5-point run for Goldin. How does Foster get back into this first game?
He's got to go for a run on his serve here now. Go big on his serve as well.
Can't make unforced errors as that forehand was wide. It gives the serve back to Goldin.
Yeah, just a little late on that forehand. You see, as he's trying to go down the line, because it's late, the paddle face is leaking out wide.
Too much from Goldin. Wasn't aware a paddle face could leak.
Well, you know, when it opens and kind of just dribbles out wide.
I got the analogy now that you charaded it out for me.
That's a
nice
good
ball
in.
from Foster for the winner.
Yeah, good ball there from Foster. You'll see the contact point just a little bit further out in front of the body. That allows him to control the paddle face.
Goldin able to get the first bounce, but put it into the net. Foster back within 3 here in game number 1.
Just deep.
Went for the big serve, missed it. Grayson Goldin back on serve, leading 12-8, trying to advance into his first championship Sunday of 2025.
12-8. One.
Just long off the paddle of Goldin. Good job by Foster to hang in.
Nine, 12.
Oh, he
Oh, he
the
had
open
it.
court.
He knew it.
And a good setup there from Foster. Taking that two-hand backhand down the lines, outstretched Goldin. Created the opening, but just rushed that forehand.
Big dipping forehand from Goldin, and it brings up game point. Goldin in control from start to finish. He takes game 1, 15-9. Game number 2 of our men's singles semi coming up next.
Nothing brings us together like Eggland's best eggs. We love the taste, always so fresh and delicious, plus superior nutrition. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's best.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Manage ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more, paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
The APP is sponsored by Gamma. Play to live, live to play. Skechers Pickleball. Experience comfort that performs. And AARP, helping your health and happiness live as long as you do. The APP, UTR, and American Cancer Society have announced a partnership creating Devil's Dink for Cancer. The program is designed to spark healthier living and raise crucial funds for the fight against cancer through our love of playing pickleball. If you love pickleball and want to play a role in the ongoing fight against cancer, sign up to be an event director for your community today. Visit the app.global/Devil's Dink for Cancer for more information. Game number 2 here in our men's singles semifinal between Jack Foster and Grayson Goldin. Goldin took the first 15-9. Big forehand winner there from Foster to start the second.
Yeah, good start there from Foster. Big serve, creates the shoulder return, steps up, takes that ball nice and easy, or nice and early, I should say.
Nothing easy about the power between these
No,
two.
no. I mean, they make it look easy.
I'll give you that one. Goldin gives another point to Foster. It's a 2-point lead. It's the first lead of the match for Foster. And ripping winners. This is a totally different Foster to start game number 2.
Well, again, taking that ball early, Goldin's having to anticipate earlier. Isn't really able to do much with the volley. Ball just deep. Almost blew down and landed on the line.
If there's any consolation for Foster, he did drop game number 1 of his quarterfinal match 15-9 before coming back to take the next 2.
Yep. Oh, that's not it,
he
though.
made the hard one, and you could see him pointing to himself. He wanted to take the ball cross court.
A nice little cat and mouse there between Goldin and Foster.
Winner for Goldin off the backhand side.
A nice sequence there from Goldin. After that initial drive, short and compact in his swing.
Oh, just
Oh.
ripping winners. You want to talk about ridiculous. That was so good.
Well, and the body positioning there from Goldin as well. He loads up so heavy on that back foot and then just cranks up the back of the ball.
3-4.
Missed return for all. Foster and Goldin trading runs here in game number 2.
4-4.
Medium pace ball, and that, you mentioned earlier, that's where Goldin's really grown in his game over the course of the last season.
Yeah, early on we'd see him take that same ball and try to hit it as hard as he can, and it's very difficult once you get further inside the court, because obviously you're cutting down your area of execution. But he also does a good job of selling it with the body there as well. He sets up like he's going to take it cross court, holds, has the time to be able to get a little bit of a read on Foster.
5-5.
Big return, or big serve rather, from Foster pushes him back in front.
Well, and this is what we're going to see between these two. It's going to be this back and forth with the big serve. If Foster can create a little bit of intensity.
Smart placement there from Goldin. 6 up. Backhand error. Back and forth we go. Foster now in front. What's been different about Foster's game here in game number 2?
Well, he's being a little bit more aggressive. Good shape, good control on the forehand.
Oh, Foster swinging volley. Even Goldin has to applaud.
Well, good hands there from Goldin, but Foster actually steps in and then is able to just change direction, slide that off the paddle back behind Goldin.
A lot harder than he made it look.
Oh, yeah.
Foster had all the court available, gets the forehand winner. It's back out to a 3-point lead.
Timeout receiver, 9-6, 1 minute.
And Foster's been a little bit more aggressive here as well. He's taking well, not big risks, but more calculated risks as far as really executing and committing to that big forehand and adding the shape and power.
UTR has unveiled the official pickleball rating system of USA Pickleball and the APP. Get your rating today at utrsports.net. Grayson Goldin taking a timeout as he finds himself trailing in game number 2 by 3. Jack Foster has come out in control after dropping game number 1, 15-9. This is a back and forth affair between two players whose games are predicated on power.
Timeout. Receiver 1, server 2. Time in. 9-6.
Oh, the stretch backhand winner from Goldin.
Foster kind of slowed down through contact there on the forehand, gave Goldin a relatively easier volley.
Floated the
That's
return,
difficult.
easy put away for Goldin.
Well, there's just no pressure there from the return for Foster. It floats and it sits in the middle of the court, and it gives Goldin time to really be able to get a good look at Foster, see where he is on the court.
Back-to-back winners out of the timeout for Goldin draws him back within 1. Wide off the paddle of Foster, it's 9-all.
Timeout receiver.
And a timeout taken here by Foster.
1 minute.
Foster led by as many as 4 in this game. He started off on a 4-0 run. Goldin came back, tied it at 4. They've been trading points ever since.
It's a swing of the serve.
Who has the bigger serve?
Oh, that's a tough one. I might give the slight edge to Foster.
When you're talking about...
And it's not overall power. It's more that Foster's serve is a little bit flatter, and it kind of, when it hits, it slides through and gets on you a little bit quicker.
I told you and I are already in mid-season form, because my next question was going to be differentiating between what made the serve so difficult. Goldin there, hard to handle. He has the lead.
Goldin hits with a little bit more topspin and has a little bit different shape.
Missed return, another big serve from Goldin. It's a 2-point lead for the 2 seed.
Either way, they're both difficult, and I would not want to be out there hitting them.
Jack Foster calling another timeout as Goldin now 4 points away from moving into Championship Sunday. Visible frustration from Foster there along the LED board.
Yeah, it's a smart choice of him not continuing through with the action there.
Timeout on the court as Grayson Goldin is up by a game in 2 points here in our men's singles semifinal, the first of 2. As we welcome you back into the booth here on Championship Court at the Humana APP Fort Lauderdale Open. Dorian Kraft alongside Next Gen National Team head coach Chad Edwards. Chad, what has stood out to you the most so far through this men's and women's singles day?
Well, we're seeing some upsets on the women's side especially, but we talked about these players were a little bit more rested after that month off in December, and we're seeing the fast pace, the tempo of play. We're also seeing some of those adjustments that they made in, you could call it the off season. So it's interesting to kind of see the play styles that are developing, but we always talk about the game is evolving continuously, especially on the men's singles side. It's just rip it on the serve and return.
Foster cut it a little too short. We will see one of the upsets coming up in the other men's singles semifinal. Amar Wazir took down Ryler DeHart. He will be facing now the top seed and Chris Hayworth in the other men's singles semi.
That'll be an interesting one to see. I don't believe Hayworth and Wazir have played against each other before, so there'll be a little bit of a feeling out process.
Typically, you would give the edge to Hayworth considering the last 18 months that he's had, but there is something about being the unknown. Oh.
Oh! That got to the point where it was just a scramble from Goldin, and Foster was just pushing balls back, trying to keep him scrambling and stay in that point.
I mean, the foot speed of Goldin, you have to appreciate it as an opponent.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, both these guys, the way they cover the court.
Foster back on serve, still trailing by 3 here in the second game of our first men's singles semi. Missed return. Well placed from Goldin. Match point.
That's a really good volley there from Goldin. Puts the pressure on the backhand of Foster.
Goldin serving for the match, up 14-11. Called out on the court. The call stands, could not be overturned by the ref, so the point is in favor of Foster. He's still alive, and he freezes Goldin.
Oh.
Missed the forehand, so Goldin will have a second chance at taking the match.
Foster had the opportunity there, just caught that ball a little late.
Match point number 2. Wide off the backhand side, Goldin is moving on to Championship Sunday for a chance at taking gold. We will hear from him when we come back here on Championship Court at the Humana APP Fort Lauderdale Open.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
To be clear, Fulfill is a protein bar, not a candy bar. Don't let its creamy, chocolatey goodness confuse you, or the fact that you hide them from anyone with a sweet tooth.
You saw nothing.
I saw nothing.
Fulfill. We swear it's a protein bar.
The APP is sponsored by Franklin, official ball of the APP Tour. Fulfill. We swear it's a protein bar. And Yola, for the champion in you.
Grayson Goldin, first to secure his spot on Championship Sunday here in Fort Lauderdale. Excellent court coverage, big serve, big return, and an impressive play against the 3-seed Jack Foster. We'll throw it down to Dorian Kraft, who's courtside for our Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, Shag. Grayson, congratulations. You're moving on to the first championship Sunday of 2025. We talked earlier about how you worked on your return game during the offseason. How did you use what you worked on against Jack Foster, who also has a big serve?
Yeah, I mean, first I just want to give him credit. Jack's a great player. I love playing against him. We always have a battle out there, as well as Will and everyone that I played today. I just want to give them credit. They're great players, and it's always fun to compete against them. But yeah, I knew Jack was going to have a big serve. He's definitely going for it. So I really just tried to focus on staying low, especially with these new lines out here. They're really fast. So even the court is pretty fast if you can hit it flat. So I just really tried to stay low and just try to reduce the return errors. I knew he was going to get some. But yeah, I thought I did a good job.
You mentioned you and Jack have played really competitive matches in the past. What was the difference maker, in your opinion, today?
Yeah, I mean, I came down to just a couple shots, just like pickleball always does. Like, it's just a couple shots, just a couple points, and I think I just won the close points, was able to just grit it out, and just happened to come out on top today.
What's the one thing you want to take from the way you played today and carry it into Championship Sunday?
Just the confidence and the mental attitude that I'm bringing to this tournament. Just to be grateful for even being able to compete, give the glory to God, and just have fun.
Well, Grayson, congratulations. Moving on to Championship Sunday. Somebody will meet him there. You're going to have to stick around to find out who that's going to be.